Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. As I continue to work through the ABRSM Grade 6 Music Theory Workbook, my lessons now look at Question 2, Exercise 8. In Question 2, we are expected to realise a figured bass into 4-part harmony, where the numbers underneath the bass note, or indeed the lack of numbers, indicates a 4-part harmony. In this particular exercise, we are in the key of E flat major, and in addition to observing all of the rules of 4-part harmony, we are also able to demonstrate the prescribed progression for a passing 6/4 and a cadential 6/4. The full lesson can be found on my Patreon channel. If you visit patreon.com/Sharon Bill, you'll find the lesson there, and you can also find links to the lesson in the cards and in the description box below. After this short little video, you can see sample examples taken from the full lesson, and this shows you how I work through every single note, step by step, explaining everything that you need to fully understand to successfully complete this question. Everything you need to understand this advanced level music theory can be found in my Harmony and Composition textbook. This book is available from Amazon, and you can find the links to this in the cards and in the description box also. Enjoy your studies! So now we have here a number 6, which means we're a third and then a sixth above the bass note. When there's no number here, that tells us it's a 6/3. So a third above would be B, and then the sixth would be E. So it's E flat, G, B flat. It's a chord 1B. So we need E, G, B flat. So we are quite high up in the bass, so if we just sort of open things out, so we double the root, that's the best note to double, E flat, G, B flat. That spacing should get things started nicely. It's always best to keep things stepwise and keep every voice part, even though it's for keyboard, we refer to these as voice parts, we need to sort of keep them in their natural territory, as it were. So this soprano is about right. We've got the alto and the nice part. The bass is quite high, but that's where they've put it. And here's the tenor. And it's always best to keep the 8, 7, 8 in a cadential progression, a cadential 6/4 progression. We have 8, 7 to 8 in the soprano part. Wherever possible, it's better in the soprano part. So B flat, B flat, D, F. So these parts go down and then back in step here. Now it's going to change slightly because we're going to chord 6. We would ordinarily expect it to go back to the G here. So chord 6 is C, E, G. However, when we are writing chord 5 followed by 6, we must double the third in chord 6, which is acceptable because it's a minor chord. You can double the third in a minor chord, because here we would have C, E. If we had the E here, which we would, the G here, and then here we have the C, we'd have C, E, G, B, T, F, we'd have consecutive fifths. So the only way we can get away from that is if we double the third. So you must always double the third in chord 6 after a chord 5. So that would be doubling the E, and then we need the fifth, of course, here. So that then absolves of any problems. So we have. So I think let's get this opened out. We've sort of steadied the jump. I think it's okay to go back and just get this opened out. So if we have A flat, we could have the A flat, but if we get the tenor going higher, if we had the A flat, that might work, just checking for consecutives, but I'm just going to have, we've already exceeded an octave, and that's perfectly acceptable. Getting the tenor up here. A flat, C, and double the fifth.
so there's not too much movement. Just keep that kind of stationary. And then if we have the G, that's it. There we are, back on track. Double the fifth. So there's the fifth doubled. E flat, G, B flat doubled, that's right. And then B flat is repeated, doubling our root note of chord 5. And then these should dip 8, 7, 8, just as we saw here. And we can see that the leading note rises to the tonic that way. And then the inner voice usually dips and goes back. So that would give us the B flat, D, F, and then double the, we can E flat, G, B flat, and that is the textbook progression for 1C5-1. And again, even though we've got the same note twice, you write it as a crotchet, you don't change it to a minim, you keep the rhythm following the bass